He is a sociopathic predator. He thinks he's done nothing wrong.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at celebrities who did their best to raise red flags and sound alarms about dishonorable individuals.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Cory that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
Jennette McCurdy warned us about Dan Schneider. The iCarly star has long had issues with Nickelodeon and former top dog at the network Dan Schneider. Initially, McCurdy hinted at her struggles through her web series What's Next for Sarah. However, in her 2022 book, I'm Glad My Mom Died, McCurdy fully exposed the horrid work environment she endured.
I think I've chosen a path of integrity. And it hasn't always been easy.
Referring to the creator, Schneider, she detailed incidents of workplace toxicity, including being pressured to drink alcohol. She also alleged Nickelodeon offered her $300,000 to stay silent about her experiences. McCurdy's revelations sparked others to come forward, culminating in the tell-all miniseries Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV.
My hope is that with every voice that comes out, something changes. Maybe today's the day. I don't know.
Sable warned us about Vince McMahon. From Bret Hart to Bruno Sammartino, many professional wrestlers have criticized former WWE chairman Vince McMahon over the years. However, Sable's early warnings are particularly significant in light of Vince's alleged crimes against women.
It accuses McMahon of sharing sexually explicit photographs and videos of her with the wrestlers and recruiting men to have a threesome at the WWE headquarters, even during working hours.
A breakout star of WWE's Attitude Era, Sable took legal action against McMahon in 1999, publicly suing for over $100 million.
The World Wrestling Federation that I signed up to be a part of is not the World Wrestling Federation that I left.
She accused the company of sexual harassment, unsafe working conditions, and pressuring her into explicit storylines. Sable also alleged that McMahon created a hostile work environment where female talent faced routine objectification and harassment.
Merrill also claimed in the just-settled lawsuit that the WWF wanted her to partake in a lesbian storyline, and other wrestlers threatened to disfigure her face.
The lawsuit was eventually settled out of court, and Sable returned to WWE in 2003, oddly cast in a romantic storyline with McMahon himself.
Ooh, yeah. How about a little taste, huh?
Rose McGowan warned us about Harvey Weinstein. Among everyone in the entertainment industry, actress Rose McGowan has perhaps been the most vocal about disgraced producer Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey, I've read the thorough reports, and Rose comes across as a disturbed, pathological liar. Clearly, she must be stopped in her ridiculous, defamatory attacks on you. She is dangerous.
Having raised warnings for years, McGowan would eventually share her story with journalist Ronan Farrow, recounting a 1997 incident where Weinstein assaulted her in a hotel room after a meeting.
He walked behind me down a hallway, and then he said, "This is the jacuzzi room." And I looked in, and he pushed me inside.
She says that despite allegedly confiding what happened to others, no action was taken. McGowan initially accepted a settlement, but later realized she was still legally free to speak out. Rejecting a further $1 million offer to stay silent, Rose shared her tale for all to hear, becoming a prominent voice against Weinstein in the process.
He is a sociopathic predator. He thinks he's done nothing wrong.
Kathy Griffin warned us about Ellen DeGeneres.
I said, Ellen, this is my experience with you. I said, you've been mean to me. I'm not saying you're a mean person across the board, but you can't take my story. It's my experience.
The feud between Ellen DeGeneres and Kathy Griffin had been simmering for years, with Griffin openly addressing her grievances and ultimately warning us of Ellen's unseemly behavior off camera. In her 2016 book, Celebrity Run-Ins, My A to Z Index, Griffin mentioned a talk show host who allegedly had her removed from a backstage dressing room at the Emmys.
Almost positive a certain beloved daytime talk show host once had me kicked out of the backstage dressing room at the Primetime Emmy Awards.
She described her as having a mean streak. Griffin also revealed that DeGeneres confronted her over the book in a heated phone call, which Griffin described as difficult but unsurprising.
She was furious.
What did she say?
Of course, Ellen's alleged mean streak was at the center of allegations of a toxic workplace on her now defunct talk show.
So when Ellen says she's not aware of this environment. You don't think that rings true?
It's a lie.
Anthony Rapp warned us about Kevin Spacey.
Anthony Rapp is best known for his role in the Broadway and movie versions of Rent. The actor says he felt compelled to share his story now after so many women came forward with accusations against Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein.
In October of 2017, actor and singer Anthony Rapp set off a media firestorm when he accused Kevin Spacey of making a drunken, unwanted advance on him in 1986, when Rapp was a minor. The accusation triggered a swift downfall for Spacey. What many do not know, however, is that Rapp had actually tried to warn us about Spacey's alleged behavior years earlier. In 2001, Rapp shared the same story with The Advocate, an LGBTQ magazine. The difference in that instance was that Spacey's name was withheld for legal reasons. A 2005 episode of Family Guy wasn't so subtle about its warning, though.
Help! I've escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement! Help me!
Hannibal Buress warned us about Bill Cosby. For decades, Bill Cosby's public perception was that of American Dad, as silly and wholesome as they come. That squeaky clean image quickly came crashing down, however, thanks in part to the warnings from comedian Hannibal Buress.
Comedian Hannibal Buress says something that goes viral.
I can talk down to you because I had a successful sitcom.
Despite some rumors and other reports that were sadly never published, no real action was taken until Buress highlighted Cosby's troubling past in a stand-up routine in Philadelphia.
I would be forced to talk about it in situations I didn't want to, and also It came out, the joke and that video came out right before we were starting the rollout for my Comedy Central TV show.
The ensuing media attention brought Cosby's actions into the spotlight, leading to his eventual downfall. More celebrities, the likes of Janice Dickinson and Michelle Hurd, would share their own stories. Cory Feldman warned us about abusers in Hollywood. Actor Cory Feldman has long been outspoken about the dark side of Hollywood, particularly concerning the exploitation of child actors.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Cory that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
For years, Feldman has alleged that a network of powerful individuals within the entertainment industry has been involved in abusing young performers. He has cited his own experiences as a child star, along with those of his late friend Corey Haim, as examples of what he calls a systemic issue. Feldman has also been vocal about how the industry allegedly turns a blind eye to these issues, claiming the abusers are able to remain in positions of power. He continues to be persistent about the purported hidden crisis to this day.
I am using this to draw a line in the sand, to say to the Hollywood community, we are better than this.
Johnny Rotten warned us about Jimmy Savile. The once popular Jimmy Savile wasn't around to experience his ultimate downfall, as it occurred after his death in 2011. But there had been many warnings beforehand, warnings that went completely ignored.
It was just that I had evidence of it for the first time. Having heard a lot of gossip, I saw with my own eyes how he was behaving.
In the late 1970s, Johnny Rotten of the Sex Pistols issued an eerie warning about Jimmy Savile. That too was disregarded. During a 1978 interview with BBC Radio 1, Rotten hinted at Savile's dark side, accusing him of being into all sorts of seediness that we all know about. The BBC didn't air his comments, however.
Did they air that? No. It just got suppressed for legal reasons.
Decades later, horrifying revelations about Savile's extensive history of sexual abuse indeed came to light, albeit too late. 50 Cent warned us about Sean Diddy Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs, a music mogul, is facing a series of new civil lawsuits, including allegations he sexually assaulted 2 teenagers.
Disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is now among the most reviled names in Hollywood. And there's one man who has been speaking out about the rapper for years, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
50 Cent's long-running feud with Combs began in 2006 with the diss track The Bomb. Here, Jackson accused Diddy of being linked to Biggie Smalls' murder. Many years later, 50 Cent reignited tensions by criticizing Diddy's parties and making suggestive remarks about his behavior. Leading up to and following Combs' arrest, Jackson has become Diddy's #1 troll, even producing a Netflix docuseries titled Did He Do It?
Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore Show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Cat Williams warned us about everyone. Comedian Cat Williams is no stranger to legal troubles and allegations of abusive behavior, which has led some to question his credibility. However, in January 2024, Williams made headlines with explosive comments on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast.
I sure hope I have Club Shay Shay after this air.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in
I might be out
2024.
of
Mark
business.
the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business.
During the interview, he pointed out figures within the entertainment industry who exploit power dynamics. He even delved into some eyebrow-raising claims involving Ludacris and the Illuminati.
Where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made.
But in one particularly viral moment, Williams referenced the infamous Diddy parties, advising people to just say no. Let's just say he seemed particularly protective of a certain part of his anatomy.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to body, and you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know.
What celebrity downfall did you see coming? Share your past premonitions in the comments below.
All people that love the truth gotta be happy if the truth coming out and lies is getting exposed. That's just what time it is.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.